Whoa. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Who's ready? Who's ready for a Saturday? A lame Saturday trail running workout climb. Guys, let's get going on. I'm Hooded Hill Hopper. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Ping! All right, comment, feedback, share. Okay, so you're like, what the heck, dude? You're back at the freaking water tower? Yeah, so here's the thing. I didn't get home from work till 9 something. I then had to set up a brand new computer to get it, get my video uploaded. So I had to set up the computer, get Chrome on there, get the video editing software on there, Filmora, then, transfer the memory, edit the video, export, upload to YouTube. So I think it all finished at 11 something. I ate dinner, got to bed probably about 12:30. Up at, I don't know, 4:45, and got a long work day today. So I was like, I just can't do my normal drive somewhere. Woke up too late, everything. The other thing is, a couple other things. It's incredibly hot and humid. It's already about 80 degrees. And I don't want to deal with the sun. I just put sunscreen on my face, and the water tower blocks this good. Another thing, I'm trying to take it a little easier on my knees and hamstrings for a few days after just the really harsh grind I put on it lately. So this is a little more, even though it's steeper, it's just not the technical. And I'll have you know, the first lap I already did 12 laps. The first lap I basically walked up cutting down spider webs and spiders like I was in a jungle. Anyways, yeah, so that was just the 13th lap I've completed. But anyways, the main reason, I don't know, the other reason I wanted to get up here is I keep teasing it and touch it for a few minutes, but these videos are so short now, I never really get into it good. So I was just talking about this. It's funny because I'm like, I gotta do this year. And Brad from My BS Life, go check out his channel, guys. He just summited over 1,000. It's probably like 2,000 now subs. So go seriously check him out. But anyways, he brought up, I always talk movies in some of my videos. He brought up the Crystal Skull, Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull. So anyways, I was like, oh dude, my plan was to do a summer of 2008 movie review, because that was a hell of a year, at least for me. Like, I remember it really well. So basically, we're just gonna, I don't need to say much. Obviously the Crystal Skull was the highlight of it at the end. No, okay, let's start. Oh man, I hope I don't run out of time. Like yesterday's video, since I cut them shorter, they're about 25 minutes. I'm like, ah, crap, like I still got more to say. So anyways, but okay, 2008 movie year. Great year. I wasn't doing much, so plenty of time to go to the movie theaters. So first off, the order might be wrong, and I'm gonna go over the movies I've seen. There's some good ones I just haven't seen, that I just didn't have interest in. But first off, I believe starting off the summer early was Iron Man. I could be wrong, with Robert Downey Jr., basically resurrected his career. So like I mentioned previously, I grew up not a huge comic book fan. Didn't dislike it, just it wasn't really in when I was growing up, at least where I was at. So I knew Iron Man, I'd heard of it, I had no idea what it was about. Knew it was Marvel. So I didn't see it in the theater. It's just like, oh, okay, whatever. Robert Downey Jr., ain't that guy in jail? Like, that's literally like, that was my thought process. Like, I thought that dude's in jail for shit stuff. So I was like, whatever, and then basically as the summer, like, the reviews are phenomenal, and the summer went on, and just everyone's talking. My co-workers, these two ladies, were like, oh my God, it's so good. We watch it with our families. It's amazing. Oh my God, like, it's the way they talk. Oh my God. Like, just like, okay. Yeah, I still a mile, I think. So anyways, and this is the sad story. It's 2008. There's still like Blockbuster and stuff. So it's like, fine, let's give it a shot. I wasn't expecting much. I'm like, I'll rent it. And where I was living, oh dear Lord. Oh, I was off and on staying at a girl's place. And she just like, not into investing in like electronics at all. So this is 2008. High def was in full swing. Blu-ray was in full swing. All that, you know, the PS3 ringing around the high def, movie revelation. So hey, we're watching on like a big 50, 60 inch TV at the time, right? No, dude, I had to rent the standard def DVD. This is my fault. I should have just been like, no, let's wait and watch it at my place. And we watched it on a freaking 27 inch CRT. What is that, cathode ray tube or something? I don't think I'm saying it right, but an old fashioned, big old fat 27 inch TV, standard def, your 4:3 aspect ratio. Just awful way to watch it. With that said, I couldn't take my eyes off the screen. It's like, this is the best movie I've seen in so freaking long. Like, it was amazing. And you want to talk about jump starting the MCU. Obviously no one knew at that time what was going to happen, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But dude, you want to talk about turning around Robert Downey Jr.'s career. Holy smokes. But now we're gonna, so just oh man, such a good movie. Like, it's hard to really think of any negatives with that movie. It was just such a good, well told, like heartfelt story. Like kind of a, you know, someone kind of changing his ways, opening his eyes from life experiences. Like Hood Hill Hopper, no kidding. So that was cool. And we're gonna skip ahead. So that was amazing. Just like, this movie's amazing. So then, I believe in August, I could be wrong, we're skipping way ahead, Tropic Thunder comes out, and this is PJ McFadden commented on this also. That was Robert Downey Jr. also. And these Iron Man and Tropic Thunder were like the 1-2 punch that really like revitalized his career. I mean, basically turned him into the top dog in Hollywood, like overnight. So in the thing about Tropic Thunder is, like, whispering, I don't even want anyone to hear me. Dude, like, hilarious movie, extremely well acted by everyone in it. And you had Robert Downey Jr., you had Jack Black, Matthew McConaughey. Tom Cruise plays a hilarious character that I believe is based off Harvey Weinstein, the guy who went to jail for like sexually harassing all the women or whatever. I'm pretty sure it's based off him. That's what I was told by my inside sources. But Tom Cruise is phenomenal. Who else? God, oh, what's his name? The main guy of the movie, Ben Stiller or whatever. He's hilarious. Just this insecure actor trying to get like an Oscar or whatever. It's great, but I can't even go too much into the plot because I'm afraid YouTube will pull this video. But it is unbelievably hilarious and unbelievably, in the last 6 months, inappropriate for everything that's going on. It's just in about, not just one way, about 4 or 5 different ways. It is just not appropriate. So it's like, we're just like, there's no way in a million years that movie would not, if that movie was in the pipeline today, it'd just be boycotted and canceled. I'm surprised they haven't removed it from like streaming services. But I think Robert Downey Jr. probably stole the show. There's that other guy in it, the guy He played a Mormon, and I can never think of the actor's name. He's great in it too. You got the dude from what, Kenny Powers or whatever. That guy's in there. There's so many dudes in this movie. I don't think any girls. So if you like dudes, it's a dude movie. But the comedy is just out of this world and just ridiculous. So anyways, but hey, watch at your own peril. Don't watch it with someone easily offended. I'll tell you that much. Whoo-wee. But anyways, so those two movies, the 1-2 punch for Robert Downey Jr. I saw Tropic Thunder in the theater. I did see that in the theater. I went with my brother, maybe my girlfriend at the time. But we were like, that is like the funniest thing ever. So anyways, back to the beginning of the summer. So we got to get to probably my BS life, probably Brad's most anticipated movie. Like, so hyped for it. Indiana Jones and the Last Skull, which I believe came out Memorial Day weekend, like that Wednesday or Friday before, you know, the end of May. I believe, I could be wrong. So, dude, and no one's a bigger Harrison Ford Indiana Jones fan than your boy, Hooded Hillhopper. I mean, well, probably everyone, everyone was like, so into them. It'd been, good grief, 19 years, 89 since The Last Crusade. So I was like, I'm ready. It's gonna be amazing. We got Spielberg, George Lucas. Oh my God, it's gonna be amazing. I should have known. You know, they're trying to get Sean Connery back as Harrison Ford's dad from The Last Crusade, which is hilarious in itself, because you got to look at the ages. There's something like 10 years apart only. Like, it's a really, Harrison Ford's older than you think at that time, you know, in The Last Crusade. So, but they're trying to get Sean Connery back, and from what I heard, he's like, nah, I'm out, guys. Like, this ain't gonna happen. Which that would have brought so much to the movie. And then the other guy who wasn't in there, who wanted to be in it, one of my favorite characters, I can't think of his name. It's the funny dude who always helps, got the big old beard, always helps Indy in the other countries, kind of his safety man, like helps him transverse the area. He was at the end of The Last Crusade, of course. Oh my God, I haven't watched the movies in forever. I can't think of his name. But what he was in, he was Gimli, the freaking dwarf in Lord of the Rings. Same actor. But I can't think of his name. Super cool guy. Such a good actor. Such a good character in Indiana Jones. And so he's like, dude, I'm in. I want in. Like, nah, we don't have a part for you. Like, you don't have a part for him? Dude, give him like 5 minutes, man. That guy's phenomenal. So like, Sean Connery did the whole, hey, I'm retired, dude. And to his credit, I don't think he showed up in a movie in like 15 years. He's still alive, but he's just like, I'm out. So, you know, it was like, okay, well, then the reviews came out, and you know, a movie like this, which I believe is very similar to the new Star Wars movies, all the new ones, the new 6, you know, I believe there's a lot of romanticism. Everyone wants these movies to be so good. So the initial reviews are reasonably strong, but they weren't great. I was just like, okay. And it turned out the reviews were over positive. Just people just had what do you call it, like rose tinted glasses on. They just wanted it to be good. And dude, so did I. So, you know, you go into it, and what's his name is Indy's son, Shia LaBeouf, or I don't even know if I'm saying it right, the Transformers kid. And there was a lot of, I mean, like on his own, it wasn't that he was bad or anything. It didn't make a lot of sense. And like honestly, the movie could be absolutely phenomenal with him in it. So really, we don't even need to discuss him. I know a lot of people are like, but the dude's a great actor. Have you seen him recently? Oh my God, he's phenomenal. So, he wasn't the problem. They did some stupid CGI scenes. Indie movies have been more that solid prop look, you know, not using computer graphics. And you know, good old George Lucas just can't keep his hand out of the cake batter bowl. And was that a mountain lion? It's a rabbit. And freaking added in all this CGI. They've got the scene at the beginning with the nuclear explosion where he hides in a refrigerator to survive it, and then it shows this totally fake CGI like squirrel or something. It's just like, oh, I was like, all right, we'll deal with it. And just the movie went on, and they're just not all bad. There's some solid scenes, but like, the worst was the monkey swinging scene. It was so stupid. It took you out of reality big time. Not that they're realistic. It was just like, dude, this looks fake. It's unbelievable. This is just stupid. And it was. So, and you gotta remember, I've only seen this movie. I saw it once in the theater, maybe once at home, maybe a third time, but it's been over 10 years since I've seen it. I can guarantee you that. So I'm just kind of going. But I remember that was terrible. I also, another big thing for me, I know they all were, I like the more, and people are saying, oh dude, this is realistic. Like the whole Crystal Skulls thing, it just came off kind of lame to me, the whole alien. I was like, Indie goes more into that rich, deep history. Like, I'd rather it stick to like some sort of, you know, the religious undertones from the first and third. It doesn't even have to be Christianity. You know, so it could be any of Judaism, you know, which is, you know, but that's like, there's just all these old fables and stories told throughout those books. There's so much you could draw from. And it's just more like, got that treasure hunter feel that the Last Crusade and Raiders of the Lost Ark had. I just didn't get that with the whole Crystal Skull thing. That's just me. I was like, I don't like the storyline. So, dude, I knew this would happen. we're gonna spend all freaking day on Crystal Skull. So it was, you know, I just like, I know Temple of the Doom didn't have to do with religion, but it was a great side story. It still felt good. It worked. The characters, the young boy in it was great. It was a cool theme. Like, these kids are being enslaved and he's gonna free them because he's a badass. So that worked. He was kind of jacked in that movie, dude. They greased him up. I thought, dude's been doing some work in the gym. Indy. But that was, so I even like Temple of the Doom. It's a darker movie for sure. You know, you might not want your 5-year-old to watch it, but anyways. So Crystal Skull, there are good parts I'm remembering, but you know, in Sean Connery, they made it like he died. Oh my God, you know, oh, and they had a picture of him like, oh, Dad's gone. Anyways, now the only thing is, ever since Disney bought Lucasfilm, they've announced, oh yeah, a new Indie's coming. It's coming. And it's like, well, boys, you haven't even started production on it, and obviously no one is right now with the pandemic, but it's been 12 years. I think he's about 80. So it's like, you might want to get to work. And this is, but I'll say this, who, like, is he too old for it? Dude, me personally, if you've got the story, you've got the characters, Indiana Jones, it doesn't need to be young. He's an architect. He's an archaeologist, treasure hunter. He can be old. He could be 90, dude. I don't care. That's me personally. I don't care, dude. If they can redeem Crystal Skull, that'd be phenomenal. So we'll see. Harrison Ford's like, yeah, we're doing it. I don't think Spielberg or George Lucas are involved. Dude, they already announced who's doing it. I forget, but it sounded pretty solid. So, I mean, at this point, I don't know how much I trust Lucas with anything. That's just me. Oh man, I'm tired today. Hooded Hill Walker. So Anyways, okay. So that's the Crystal Skull. It's just a, man, Brad, what a disappointment, huh, man? My Lord. So, okay, next up, I could be out of order again. This was probably overall the most anticipated movie by people, was The Dark Knight. You know, the sequel to the 2005 Batman Begins. And I definitely saw this in the theater, my brother and my girlfriend. And it's, I mean, it is what it is. It's considered an all-timer. A lot of people consider it the best comic book movie ever. And it's freaking great. You know, obviously everyone, you know, is in love with Heath Ledger as the Joker. And he's great. And he died after producing it, killed himself, which they're like, oh, because it was too dark, his character. And like, who knows? It's like, I don't know, man. But yeah, that sucked. I mean, because obviously he could have been brought back for more, you know, but so you can never really use the Joker again with that Batman line. But The Dark Knight, really good. Like I briefly mentioned, it was probably, and I am in the minority here, my third favorite of the trilogy. It felt overdrawn, a little long to me. The whole Tuve storyline, I was like it went forever. It felt like the movie was over, and I was like, no, we have a whole nother act. And I was just like, oh, okay. And I guess they're setting up this guy be a bad guy, but they never brought him back. So I was like, all right, you know. But definitely really, really good. I'm nitpicking a classic. So, I mean, Bale was great. You know, the girl, I don't even know her name, was Katie Holmes in Batman Begins. And they changed to, it's like she's like the sister of a famous actor. Let's be honest, everything I've heard and inside sources, that was a Hollywood, she's part of a big Hollywood family. So she kind of got the part. But come on, dude, guys, we're talking about Christian Bale, maybe the hottest dude alive, especially at that time. That dude was jacked. He was, that jawline, that British, and then that girl, she was like, dude, I wouldn't even have dated her. I swear to God. I swear to you. Like, and it was just like, I know everyone was upset about Katie Holmes. And like, dude, I don't know. I never watched Dawson's Creek, so I didn't have any sort of preconceived notion of her or whatever. Maybe because she was married to Tom Cruise, but I'm like, dude, she was fine. So they bring back this girl that, you know, Bruce Wayne and, God, I don't even know Two-Face's real name. They're fighting over her love, you know. And she's like, I don't know what to do. Oh my God, I love you, Bruce Wayne, Batman. But like, it's too dangerous to be with you. You're gonna die. So like, the safe, solid choice is Mr. Two-Face. The prosecutor, what do they call it? What is it called when you're the lead prosecutor? Oh, dude. Anyways, so it just felt like this story, the love story, was kind of like, dude, come on, guys. But they killed her. Oh, I gave that away. Anyway, still super crazy solid movie. Super solid movie. And it told a great story. Heath Ledger, I know I didn't talk a lot about him. Obviously, the Joker character was insanely phenomenal. Just really good. You know, showed him what a bad dude he was compared to all the other bad guys. So, and that was kind of my problem. Like, he was, I know I'm going on this negative Dark Knight rant. He's considered, right, bar none, correct me if I'm wrong, the baddest of the bad guys, the villains. Probably in the DC universe, maybe. Like, he's the end-all be-all. And basically, so you didn't kill him off, but you get rid of him. You solve that problem, and the movie's not freaking over. And I was like, where do you go from there? Two-Face? What is he, number 10 on the Batman villain list? Like, it was just like, eh. So I felt like, dude, it should end all, the payoff should be with the Joker. Batman kicking the Joker's butt, whatever. That's my idea. That's just me. Anyways, all right, so enough on the Dark Knight. So let's go down the list. Now here's a movie which was huge to me. I don't know about anyone else, but it was huge to me. And that was, I think it came out, this one's weird. I can't remember if it came out before. I almost feel like it came out before The Dark Knight. And then The Dark Knight just kicked it to the curb. I think this movie, if I recall, because I love the movie so much, I wanted a third one. But dude, don't release it before The Dark Knight. No one's gonna see it. And it didn't get watched a whole lot. But critically acclaimed, I'm talking about Hellboy 2. Good Lord. Might be my single favorite comic book character, Hellboy. And I freaking love, what's his name? The actor who did it. And I can't think of his name. This is what happens when I don't do research, because I don't. He was in Blade 2. He was in Sons of Anarchy, the motorcycle gang show, TV show. Hell, he was in Pacific Rim. He was awesome in that. No, that, but he's Hellboy. I love the first movie. It just hit home. It was so good. Such a good kind of friend love story. Like you have such a strong connection to this character. So the first one was phenomenal. The second one, and one of the best actors in it, besides obviously besides what do you call it, the guy playing Hellboy, is the head dude who's just the guy from Arrested Development, the grandpa. I think it's Jeffrey Tambor or something. And dude, that guy, he's one of my favorite actors. He's so freaking hilarious. By the way, Arrested Development, I believe the whole thing's on Netflix. Watch seasons 1 through 3. That aired on Fox originally. You don't need 4 or 5 or what Netflix has produced. Not that great at all. But 1 through 3 is probably the funniest television I've ever seen. And I don't even think it's even close. I know that's a big statement, like, oh, you're gonna say that like the next week about something else, but dude, you want to talk about the show of shows, Arrested Development. Good Lord. I've got another show I love, not a comedy so much. We'll talk about that another time. Anyways, Arrested Development. But Hellboy 2, spectacular. I saw that in the theater for sure. It was a great movie. Really loved where they took the story, just all these crazy characters. And we got to talk about the guy in charge of it, Guillermo del Toro. Love that guy. He did both Hellboys. He did Blade 2. He did Pan's Labyrinth. What a great movie. He did a new one that got really good reviews. I mean, watched it. Dude, I am struggling. So anyways, Hellboy 2, Guillermo del Toro, bringing the heat, dude. That was a phenomenal movie. So, definitely check that one out. That's one of those, and here's the thing, here's what I wanted to expand on. So everyone always wanted a third one. I mean, the fans. You know, it didn't do incredible. It didn't do terrible. You know, you bring The Dark Knight out 2 weeks later. I mean, what's going to happen? I mean, come on. Like, I bet you there's people watching this, especially any females. They're like, what the hell's Hellboy? You know, that was kind of funny. What the hell's Hellboy? And, you know, yeah. What is it? They're like, what? So, I mean, I know my wife had never heard of it. My father-in-law, we watched them about a year ago, the first two. He loved it. So these are amazing. Like, he'd never heard of it or seen it. So anyways, they always wanted to make a third one. Guillermo del Toro's on board. The Hellboy actor was on board. Like, oh, dude, this is going to be great. A third one. A payoff, you know, trilogy. And they couldn't get it done. The movie studios are like, nope. And this is the stupid thing. So what'd they do last year? Like, hey, you know, it'd be great if we did another Hellboy movie without any of them. And they picked that guy from Stranger Things, David Harbour, to be Hellboy. I'll say this, I've not seen the movie. I think I actually own it though on digital streaming, got it cheap, maybe. So I was like, okay, yeah, well, dude, why can't we use the originals? You know, because they're like, dude, we want to do it, but couldn't get it done. So the David Harbour, and I'm like, okay, David Harbour's freaking awesome. He's amazing. And Stranger Things, probably the main reason I watch that show. But that movie did not come together. Apparently, I haven't seen it. It's like, I got no reason to see this. It's just kind of a black eye, black mark on the franchise. So that's too bad. But what are you gonna do? Oh, all right. Guys, that's 2008. I know I missed movies. There was Pineapple Express, there's Wall-E. I actually haven't seen those. I think there's others. Hancock, I think that was terrible with Will Smith. That's what I heard. Maybe it's good. I don't know. I haven't seen it. But anyways, dude, I'm gassed. This heat. So, all right, we're gonna sprint. This is gonna be it, guys. Let's sprint up here, okay? I did 46 seconds. Oh, crap. 47. 11:47. Okay. This is gonna be tough to beat. 46. All right. My lungs are gone. I was just talking while running in this humid heat. Thank God the sun's not on me. It started really getting to me. Okay. 47. Let's go. Okay, guys. Bring out that hammer. Bring out that hammer. Throw it down. Throw it down. Ah! Ah! Throw it down. Throw it down. 33. 33. 47. 33. 46 seconds. Freaking same. Oh. Oh. Ow! Dude, it's hot, it's humid. We still brought the heat. I pushed it harder, but there's no denying that heat and humidity. I'm just sweating. Guys, I know this isn't our usual Saturday run. Dude, I hope you like the subject matter. Talking about movies, just kind of ranting. Probably gonna do that more, dude. But I like it. Dude, but hey guys, I'm Hooded Hill Hopper. If you like this video, like, subscribe. If you like my goofy, non-critic, non-expert movie reviews, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Ping! Let's get home. I got work. Ow! All right, tomorrow, baby, we're doing something for Sunday. I don't know what. Trying to drag the kids out.